All right, welcome back to 24th Floor. Rich, I know you got a whole thing, so I'm going to give you a second before we introduce our guest. Go for it.
All right, we now bring you to the other side of the game of the week. Can I do this fight night style?
No, don't do that.
Because we've got a heavyweight bout on our hands this Friday. The challengers from Cordova, Tennessee, sporting a record of 3 wins, 1 loss in District 2 AA. They are the St. Benedict at Auburndale E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles.
Yeah, that's way more than I would do. Joining us on the program right now, the man in charge of the Eagles. We're totally different in that regard. We're talking about the head coach.
Always hating on everything I do.
McDaniel. Coach, before we even get into the questions, I see that you have brought your own little souvenir for us.
The upstage bar.
Yeah, we had to try to do something to set ourselves apart and
that's what I'm talking about. I like the colors here, okay.
right? So I just wanted to give this to y'all. Say, man, I appreciate everything that y'all do for high school sports for sure.
We really building a man cave on this set.
Yeah, we are creating a man cave. Thanks to all of our high school sports guests. We're gonna find a special place for this one.
Wait, no, you gotta. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can put it up there. Yeah, that works. Put it
I'll do it up there at some point in time. I'm gonna hold on to it for now. How about that?
Why do you get to hold on to
it? Your head's too big for this. It wouldn't work.
You talk about big heads.
Let's get you gotta know better than that.
That's good.
Don't come for me. Don't ever come for me. All right, let's get right into it, Coach. First things first, congratulations on a great start to your season. What's been the change for you guys over at SBA?
Man, it's just trying to get the kids to buy into what we're doing, right? We have to bring energy every day. We have to bring discipline. We have to create a culture of understanding and taking care of the little things that what we're trying to accomplish on the field and off the field. And we feel like our kids have started to buy into that, and they're starting to feel good about themselves, having 3 wins. And we said it earlier, but they were 2-8 last year. I think 1 game was a win by forfeit. So we're in a really good place as far as mentally with our kids and our school and the administration and the teachers and the other students are excited. So again, it's all about building a culture throughout the entire community.
And you're basically a couple of plays away from being undefeated. I mean, your 1 lone loss on the season, a 16-14 setback against Lake County. You guys have basically been flawless this season, but I noticed that you stayed humble in the moment, especially you being a first-year head coach. Just talk to me about how everything has been so far.
Yeah, you have to stay humble, man. It's a long season. There's a lot of preparation that goes into what we try to do. I don't think a lot of people understand what the time any high school coach puts into the kids and trying to prepare for a Friday night game. The other part is like you said, if the ball rolls our way one way or the other, or we line up right on one play, then we are sitting at 4-0. And for St. Benedict and for us as a school and community to sit here and say that we had that opportunity to be 4-0 is huge for us. And this thing isn't about me, man. This is about our school, our community, and giving our kids an experience that they'll never forget in their lifetime.
Talk a little bit about your kids. You got a new quarterback this year, and he seems to be doing really well.
Yeah, Rain Ritchie, 10th grader, has come in from Arlington, has done a really, really good job understanding the offense, what we're trying to do. We're probably a little unorthodox than some other schools in the area. We try to spread the ball around to a bunch of people, but he's done a great job coming in, being a first-year kid, knowing as a 10th grader that he has to be the leader and the sounding voice in our huddle. Huge pickup for us.
Good.
As we talked about with Coach earlier, 2 teams that are 3-1. So you're basically looking at a mirror image in a lot of ways. What you make that?
Hey, I got you, Coach.
You make that face, but in a lot of ways, this is probably the biggest road game of the season for you all. How are you all handling that?
For us, man, you can't look at how big or how small a game is. We're not in a situation that we can do that. we continue to tell our kids we have to focus one day at a time, not one game. Right now we're one day at a time. Can we continue to stack days to make ourselves better? And then from that point, we hope on Friday that everything that we've done leading up to that gives us a chance to win. And then let's see where the ball falls, right? Okay. Briarcrest, man's a great football team. They're 3-1. All the way around, all three phases. You hear it all the time, offense, defense, special teams. We're honored and blessed to be where we are. We still have a long ways to go, and our kids understand that. But our kids aren't going to lay down. They're going to continue to fight and scrap and claw, and they have the underdog mentality because they're in a bigger division than we are. So it's going to be fun for our kids to experience the atmosphere, but we have to continue to stay down per se and not get too high because there's a lot of distractions that can get into that, right? Yep. So it'll be a big Friday night.
Well, you know, I think it's safe to say it's not the SBA of old. You know, you guys are it's a new brand of SBA football. Can you talk a little bit about how important it is for your kids to buy all the way in so that they can compete? Because I don't think people understand how hard it is to rebuild a program. I don't think people have any idea how hard it is and the small steps you have to take from the very beginning just to get things going the right direction.
Well, anybody can call my wife right now, and she can tell you how hard it is, okay? 4 years ago, I took over at First Assembly Christian School, walked into a very similar situation, and then we get to this past spring and our leadership of the school. That's where it starts. Yeah. Dr. Fay, our headmaster of the diocese, and then he hires a new principal of the school from Georgia, Mr. Valacura, comes in, and they understand what athletics looks like, which plays a huge part. And then it's what can we do and how fast can we make sure the kids are loved?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's taking care of them with gear. That's making sure we're doing everything at practice. That's making sure we coach them hard. We attention to detail, all of those things. But after practice, we have to build relationships. There's no kid in this city that's going to do anything for you if you don't have a relationship. But every kid will do anything for you if you have that relationship built with them. So that's what I tell our coaches, even in the interview process when we first started, is if you can't build a relationship with a kid, I don't care what you can coach. Yeah. If you can't build a relationship, this isn't the place for you. So that's where we started, and man, it's turned out.
That's good.
Coach, you talk about this city and how many teams, how many players play in this city, but I gotta ask, is there any pride that you all, being the team in Cordova, have a better record than Cordova High School? I gotta put the question out there. Y'all are the team. Y'all are the team for Cordova right now. You're the hot team for Cordova right now.
Let me tell you, Coach Doughton is a really good friend of mine. He's the head coach at Cordova. Great man. Actually I leaned on him when I went to FACS because he was an FACS alum, so he helped me walk through those things. Here's the deal. We want to put a good product on the field. It doesn't matter where you're at. Any coach wants to put a good product on the field. We're blessed with the community that surrounds us because there's been some really great history in St. Benedict football. And even the coaches before me, man, you talk about Joey Magnifico, who played at Memphis, played in the NFL for a little bit. You talk about Will Hudgens, who played at Memphis, who's now at Lausanne. I mean, you talk about John Cooley, who that man has been around high school football for an extremely long time. I mean, there's been some really, really good coaches in St. Benedict. And again, people do things differently. We've come in, we've tried to do it the way we think is best, and it's worked out for us.
Beautiful. I know we can't keep you all day, Coach, but I do want to say congratulations on a great start to this season. Absolutely. You obviously have the kids buying in, they're bought in, and you know, as you say all the time, the wins and losses come and go.
That's right.
It's how you prepare every single day. Again,
I love that.
Our game of the week this week, no lie, it's going to be a tough challenge. right?
We're excited. We're excited.
I think it'll be a fun challenge.
That's right. We're excited.
It's a tough challenge, but that's. I mean, as a coach, that's what you want.
That's right.
I'd rather have a tough one than a blowout. Briarcrest is going to be hosting St. Benedict, so SBA, but it's not the SBA of old, so be ready for a much better game than you might have thought about last year. All right, Coach, appreciate your time. You
Appreciate
are the
you,
man.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
We got our cool SBA helmet, which
Let me hold the helmet, man. let me hold the helmet. Let me.
You wouldn't give him any food. You're not gonna give him any food. You gotta at least help him out.
That's what I'm saying.
Just kidding.
Time for a quick break.